Why sharks are leaving Florida, the hidden consequences. Imagine a future where the oceans are devoid of one of their most iconic and crucial predators, sharks. It's a daunting prospect, and one that could become a reality if current trends continue. While sharks are often viewed as a nuisance by fishermen, who sometimes lose their catch to these marine animals, and occasionally, a shark might mistake a swimmer or surfer for prey, the truth is that sharks play a vital role in maintaining the health of our oceans. In fact, research suggests that a decline in shark populations could have catastrophic consequences for the delicate balance of our marine ecosystems. But here's where it gets controversial. What if sharks are not just disappearing, but actually changing their migration patterns in response to warming ocean temperatures? According to Maria Manns, the lead author of a recent study, sharks are highly temperature-driven, and as the ocean surface temperature warms, they are leaving their usual habitats later in the year. This study, which tracked the migratory behavior of 6 shark species in the Mid-Atlantic Bight, a coastal region stretching from Massachusetts to North Carolina, used data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to create a model that projects the potential consequences of this shift. The results are alarming. If the ocean surface temperature warms by 2.01 degrees Celsius, species like the sandbar shark could arrive in Florida almost a month later than they used to, and may not stay as long or swim as far south as Florida at all. And this is the part most people miss. This change could happen within the next 5 to 25 years if fossil fuel usage continues unabated, which is the current trajectory under U.S. policies. The consequences of such a shift would be far-reaching and potentially devastating. Mahmoud Shivji, director of Nova Southeastern University's Guy Harvey Research Institute, warns that a decline in shark populations would have wide-ranging and potentially catastrophic ramifications on the entire food web. For example, sandbar, dusky, and blacktip sharks prey on groupers and snappers, whose numbers might increase if sharks are not present to regulate them. However, this could lead to a decrease in the numbers of smaller fish, crustaceans, and mollusks that these larger fish eat, causing a cascading effect that could be felt all the way to the bottom of the food chain. The entire normal balance of the ecosystem would be disrupted, and the impact of this change would be felt downstream, although the exact consequences are still unknown. One potential outcome could be an increase in toxic algae blooms, which are already a major problem in Florida. In 2019, major blooms prompted Governor Ron DeSantis to create a task force, and are linked to a range of diseases, including Alzheimer's and liver damage. Removing top predators like sharks would have a cascading effect, Shivji says, and there's no doubt that these changes are happening quickly, leaving ecosystems without enough time to adapt. So, what do you think? Are we doing enough to protect these vital predators and the ecosystems they inhabit? Should we be taking more drastic measures to reduce our carbon footprint and mitigate the effects of climate change? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Shark migration delays in Long Island waters. What climate change means for our oceans. Sharks stay in Long Island waters prolonged as climate change kicks in. Study. But here's where it gets controversial. As sea temperatures rise, some sharks are taking their time leaving our waters, and it's causing quite a stir. A groundbreaking study from Stony Brook University has revealed that some shark species are spending nearly a month longer in the waters around Long Island than they used to. This unexpected change is not just a curiosity, it's a potential game-changer for marine ecosystems and conservation efforts. Over 5 years, a dedicated team of researchers from Stony Brook tagged 155 sharks along the East Coast and tracked their movements using underwater sound signals. They focused on 6 highly migratory shark species that annually make their way from the Northeast and Canada to warmer waters ranging from the Carolinas to Florida during early fall. The lead author, Maria Manns, a doctoral student, used the data to create mathematical models that predict how each species travels and what factors influence their movements the most. Understanding how climate change affects these magnificent creatures is crucial for their management, she explained. It's a delicate balance that we need to maintain. The study found that the delays in migration could disrupt the intricate predator-prey relationships and interfere with ongoing conservation efforts. Sandbar sharks, for instance, were predicted to stay in their northern waters for about 29 days longer than usual. In contrast, sand tiger and white sharks were expected to delay their departure by just 1 day. The study identified temperature and sunlight as the most significant factors influencing these changes. Sunlight, or photoperiod, plays a crucial role in reproductive behaviors, including migration to breeding grounds, and serves as an external clock for sharks. Meanwhile, sea temperature is linked to various biological processes, such as feeding, digestion, and reproductive efficiency. As apex predators, sharks have a significant impact on their ecosystems. If they stay longer in certain areas, it could lead to increased predation pressure on other species, potentially causing imbalances. For example, species that remain in the New York Bight during winter would face increased predation pressure if sharks stay longer. Craig O'Connell, co-founder of the Oceans Conservation Foundation, emphasized the potential repercussions. Whenever we change something in the environment, there are always consequences. We can't predict exactly what will happen, but it's rarely good news. Mann stressed the importance of continued monitoring and research. These species are either vulnerable, threatened, endangered, or critically endangered. Misaligned migration timing could disrupt fishing regulations and conservation efforts. It's a delicate balance we need to maintain. John Dodd, executive director of the Atlantic Shark Institute, echoed this sentiment. Shark health is ocean health. We need to understand the crucial role sharks play in our ecosystems. Without them, our oceans would be less healthy. The study's success was made possible by collaborations with various organizations, including OCEARCH, Monmouth University, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, the Atlantic Shark Institute, New England Aquarium, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Dodd highlighted the importance of collaboration. As climate change accelerates, we can't afford to work in silos. We need to work together to get answers quickly and effectively. This is critical for the health of our oceans. As the debate continues, one thing is clear: the effects of climate change on sharks and their ecosystems are far-reaching and complex. And this is the part most people miss. The consequences of delayed migration could ripple through entire ecosystems, impacting species we've yet to fully understand. So, what do you think? Are we doing enough to protect our sharks and their habitats? Join the conversation in the comments below. Shark sightings in NYC. Are there more sharks, or are we just seeing them more? Are there more sharks in NYC, or are we just seeing them more? When you think of shark sightings, New York City might not be the first place that comes to mind. While the waters off Montauk and the Hamptons are known for their shark populations, the recent increase in shark sightings within the city has left many locals feeling uneasy. Although the temporary beach closures can be alarming, experts suggest that this doesn't necessarily indicate a surge in shark numbers. Instead, advancements in technology are enabling us to spot these creatures more frequently than ever before. With the help of drones patrolling the coastline, we are now able to detect sharks in the water surrounding New York City more effectively than in the past. From Queens to the Hamptons. One location that has seen a notable rise in shark sightings is Rockaway Beach. The summer season kicked off on Memorial Day weekend, and it wasn't long before reports of sharks began to surface, roughly a month later. Since July 1st, there have been a total of 12 hours of beach closures due to shark sightings. According to reports, this figure is on track to match or even surpass the total number of beach closures from the previous year. The recent shark sightings have already led to multiple beach closures during the busy July 4th weekend at Rockaway Beach. In one instance, the beach was closed from 83rd to 120th Street when a shark was spotted swimming alarmingly close to beachgoers. In another case, a shark was seen just 100 feet away from swimmers in the water. Unsurprisingly, Rockaway Beach is not the only New York beach experiencing these shark visits. In the last week of June, a shark sighting at Jones Beach was followed by a shark attack. A 20-year-old woman was wading in waist-deep water when a shark bit her on the leg and foot. Fortunately, her injuries were not life-threatening, but she was taken to the hospital for treatment of minor lacerations. Experts believe that a juvenile sand tiger shark was likely responsible for the bite. Further east, residents of the Hamptons are also accustomed to sharing their waters with sharks. A video that emerged in 2025 showed what appeared to be a juvenile great white shark swimming off the coast of Southampton. Additionally, in mid-June, a tagged 11-foot great white shark named Dole pinged off the coast of Montauk, having been tracked as close as 38 miles offshore. New York's native shark species. While sharks may instill fear in many swimmers, it's crucial to recognize their importance in the ecosystem. Sharks play a vital role in maintaining the health of our marine environments, and New York City is home to a rich underwater ecosystem. As apex predators, sharks help to regulate the populations of other marine species, ensuring a balanced food chain. Although New York City is renowned for its urban landscape, the surrounding waters are teeming with various shark species, including Atlantic blacktip, basking shark, blue shark, common thresher shark, dusky shark, sand tiger shark, sandbar shark, short-finned mako shark, smooth dogfish, smooth hammerhead shark, spinner shark, spiny dogfish, white shark. If you've ever taken a dip at a Long Island beach, it's likely that you've shared the water with one of these sharks without even realizing it. In fact, most of the time, these sharks prefer to avoid humans and pose little threat. Approximately 25 shark species frequent the waters around New York and New Jersey, with the smooth dogfish, sand tiger shark, and sandbar shark being the most commonly encountered. According to experts, these species are generally non-aggressive and primarily hunt small fish. The smooth dogfish, in particular, is the most prevalent in the tri-state area, and its teeth are smooth and blunt, making it relatively harmless. Consequently, many fears surrounding sharks are often fueled by misconceptions rather than factual evidence. Moreover, while baby white and sand tiger sharks may nip, they are unlikely to inflict serious harm. The sand tiger shark involved in the Jones Beach incident caused only minor lacerations, which is far less severe than what a larger shark species could potentially do. Some larger species have already migrated north as the summer season progresses at New York beaches. Recent data indicates that great white sharks can still be found off the coast, but they typically remain further offshore. This leads to the question, why do so many sharks seem to be appearing at New York's beaches? Why are more sharks appearing in New York? The shark population off the coast of New York is not suddenly on the rise. Instead, what is increasing is our ability to observe these sharks in their natural habitat. Drones have revolutionized the way we monitor shark activity, making it easier than ever to spot them as they enter our waters. This technological advancement has contributed to the recent beach closures at locations like Rockaway, which can be crucial for public safety. In the past, shark activity could only be tracked from helicopters or the shoreline, allowing many sharks to go unnoticed. With drones, it is now possible to keep a close watch on the situation and quickly close beaches if a shark approaches too closely to swimmers.